Morning traders, it's Trades here. It's the 2nd of October 2024. It's Wednesday. Let's see what the market has in store for us today. The only news we've got going on today is the ADP non-farm employment change at 1:15 p.m. UK time. So let's just dive straight into Eurodollar. Although my prediction for Eurodollar has been that it's going to take out that buy-side liquidity at 1.128. The way we've been rejecting this previous swing high on the weekly time frame, especially when you look at it on the lower time frame, how it's been rejecting this high, I do anticipate now or predict that price might pull deeper into the low of this range at the sell side liquidity, which is also the monthly time frame fair value gap, and might find some support at that level. Since the last week, we've failed to close above these highs multiple times, so we've came and tested this high. We've kind of formed this order block which failed to close above and then pushed lower, and then again Monday opened up with this strong gap that pushed price up to start the day off with, came up, rejected Friday's high at that buy side liquidity level, and then displaced lower, closed with this strong bearish pin bar candle, which was a good indication that price could potentially, aim to push itself lower. And yesterday it did that with this strong bearish candle that came into, however, a sell side liquidity, which price closed below for me. But it did come into a daily time frame fair value gap and has found support at that fair value gap, or if you want to look at the inverse fair value gap, both of them has found some kind of a minor support at the moment. I do anticipate price will continue lower, at least to, even if it's not going to go down to the low of that range, there's room for it to continue lower the way it's moving down, with displacement, initial displacement up here, bearish displacement from the top on the 240, followed by a order block, price willingness to pull back, failing, and then continue dropping with multiple fair value gaps along the way. So if you look at it, got the previous resistance level right there. If you want to look at it from this angle, or from the close, we've got right there. So ideally between these two zones, we've got these fair value gaps. So I will be watching for a pullback into these zones and then look for opportunities to go short, probably down to the sell side liquidity, or if not, at least to the low of yesterday. On the 1 hour, we've closed below this swing low on the 60-minute time frame, which it looks like that's the close below for price to continue to pull back into this level and continue lower. Ideally, however, I do want to see this turn into a fake break, trap and buy sellers, push up, trap buyers, and then continue lower. And that would be a perfect trade. We've also got, this breaker right here. That is a wrong pair. Anyway, let's have a look at pound dollar. So I've been predicting price to come up to the weekly time frame fair value gap up here, which also aligns with the daily time frame fair value gap at 1.3438 level. However, price came into the initial gap right there on the weekly time frame, which also happens to be a monthly time frame order blocks consequent encroachment, and has found some resistance last week. Again, on the daily time frame, has failed to close above multiple times, so we've seen some displacement after rejecting that. Going into the week, however, I have been bullish, especially we've had 3 strong bullish candles in a row. We had a bullish close last week, so going into this week, I have been predicting that price is going to continue higher. So I was looking for long opportunities on going into Tuesday. However, we have started some strong displacement down. We've got this weekly time from fair value gap that price has come and tapped into at the moment. Maybe we'll pull deeper into the 50% off that range, and then look for some kind of support. So we've got NFP coming up as well this week, so maybe we are seeing a deeper retracement before NFP pushes price up to those highs. Daily time frame, we had this strong bearish engulfing candle yesterday, We failed to, like I said, close above multiple times after making this high. Price, formed this order block, closed above, and then since then just been rejecting that order blocks, monthly time frame order blocks, consequent encroachment 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times before displacing lower. We've got this daily time frame order block right there that price can find support at, which also aligns with the weekly time frame fair value gap just above that consequent encroachment. So I will be watching out on how price reacts around these areas, and I do predict price to come down to that level, which also happens to be below this low right there on the 240, around that fair value gap and this order block as well. So I'll be watching. Maybe price will push up into this breaker on the 240, which also kind of aligns with this fair value gap on the 240, and find some resistance before pushing down to these lows. It's moving quite similar to euro dollar. We've taken the first low, but I'm still bearish going into this, going for the day anyway, or until we've reached the low of yesterday. But for now, let me put that order block where it is, or even reach that daily time frame order block or weekly time frame fair value gaps, consequent encroachment. I just want to see a pullback and then look for an opportunities to go short during the trading hours. Until then, I don't really have anything going on yet. This is the first fair value gap. We have another fair value gap here as well, but we've got that bit breaker on the 240 before this one. So ideally, I do want to see price come into the breaker at least, which also will be in discount off that range. So let's see how market plays out.